Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Gothic Tarot by Anne Stokes. I'm kind of excited about this because I do love a little bit of Gothicness in my life, especially this time of year in October. This is published by Foreigner. I do not know how much this retails for. Off the top of my head, I can't recall. So I will link everywhere that I know is safe that you can purchase this down in the description box below. The only affiliate link will be the Amazon link. So let's get into it. It's a really skinny box. Just for comparison's sake, there's the Halloween tarot box and the Gothic tarot. So interesting. Okay, it almost feels like a mini deck in a way. All right, very skinny. Okay, here is the little booklet. It says, so we have a few different languages there. I'm not even going to attempt to try to pronounce them, but that's awesome to see. Similar to Lo Scarabio's deck. And then it folds out this way. Huh. Okay, so it does go through the meanings. That's exciting. All right, well, let's get into it. We have the little cards there that we don't need. There's the back. That's kind of fun. This is skinny. This would be really good for those of us with a little tinier of hands. But let's just see how the borders react with the pictures here, because it is tinier. But so far, this is fun though. If you're going to have a border, make it fun. Let's see the cardstock. It's thin. It's not paper thin, but it's thin. So those of you who like to know about the cardstock, it's thin. It's not paper thin, so I can deal. Love that. Wow. I mean, I feel like I'm looking through like a window, which is okay. But at the same time, I wish maybe the cards were bigger if this was the design. Like if they were wider to see more. Oh my gosh, Elf from Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm getting and I'm loving it. This is quite fun. Oh, like I didn't know there were going to be so many dragons in this, and I'm really excited now because I have dragon oracle decks, but I don't have a specific dragon tarot, so that's fun. Ooh, that's cool. I know this deck has been out for a little bit. I don't know exactly when it was first published, but you know, this could be a good travel deck because of the size. If you don't really like the mini size decks because they're too small, this is a good one that you can throw in your pocket or your bag. I feel like you would still be able to shuffle this pretty easily. I like that strength card. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, the images are winning me over. I like that concept. Okay. Interesting. We've got a unicorn now too? Like, I'm not mad about this at all. I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of have been going into a lot of these decks blind, just kind of like going off of like the little bit that I see. And I don't hate this. Ooh, that's really cool. All right, we're in cups. Ooh. Okay, we've got little batty bats up there now. Okay, this is where I thought this deck was going to be heading, and I am here for it. Oh, is it all like Pip style? Okay, so I don't hate it, but yeah, we're going to have Pip styles until probably the court cards, which might make it hard for beginners because they're just, you know, the number of bats and the symbol of the suit. But we'll check out the guidebook. If this deck calls to you and it's something that you want to learn on, I always recommend just getting yourself a reference book or a website that you feel comfortable with to use alongside the deck as you're learning. If it doesn't have a guidebook that is very in-depth. I mean, it's a good practice to do in general. So I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker through these because we kind of get it. All right, here we go. So Knave would be Page. Love this outfit. Oh, that is spooky. Here for it. Okay. Oh, so pentacles are going to be skulls. All right. So we're just going to keep going a little quick through these because we know what to expect here. Okay. I want to know what the guidebook says on all of this because, like, I mean, there's not much of a scene going on. It might be pretty hard for beginners. Okay, feathers for swords. Just going to keep going quickly. I mean, I do like the minor arcana over, or excuse me, the major arcana over the minor arcana so far, just because I always like to have scenes in my minor arcana. It just makes things a little bit more intuitively impactful. Wow. That is gorgeous, though. Ooh. And our last suit here, gonna be dragons. Well, that makes sense. Oh, I love that. Wow. Oh, wow. This gives me smog energy. Okay, well, let's see how they shuffle, and then we'll pull a card, read from the little guidebook, and see what our last thoughts are. They shuffle really nicely. I do like this size. I think this is a great little size for smaller hands. If you want to use it as a travel deck, I think this would be great because it's not very bulky. Throw it in your bag and on you go. All right, let me get a card, please. But yeah, it shuffles just fine. I kind of do like the size. Like, I'm not going to lie. I do like the size. Can we just get a card, please? And thank you. Okay, we'll take this one. We're getting smog. Of course we are. Okay, the King of Wands. Alrighty, let's check it out in the book here. All right, this is also a very interesting way of doing the book. Okay, Swords, Wands. All right, so it's set up where it goes from the hierarchy of the court cards and then to the ace. So a King of Wands, a true monarch of the skies. With a charismatic flair to his aeronautical endeavors, he inspires all that look upon him. All right. It does look like there's a little bit of information about what's going on in the card to relate to the energy of the card, which is great. But I highly recommend that if you are going to purchase this deck and you are connecting to this deck, that you get yourself a separate resource book or something to follow along and learn with, because again, with the symbols just being the minor arcana, that makes it pretty hard for beginners to learn, especially if there's not too much of a scene going on in the other cards. It does make it harder to learn. Your intuition kind of shuts down a little bit on that. At least that's my experience. So I don't hate it. Do I love it? I don't love it either. I feel like it's a great deck for fun time. Like if you have a particular theme that you want to use it for, a particular question that you want to use it for, or if you like this style, like absolutely. It was pretty inexpensive if I remember correctly. I think it was like $16. So I don't hate it. I just wish there was more. I wish that the minor arcana were actual scenes, because I do feel like you could do so much if it's a Gothic theme. You could do so much. But that's my biggest complaint. The second complaint is that it is a little small to have these big of borders, but I'm not going to fault it too much because it does kind of work with the whole Gothic theme. So, I mean, some of the pictures are interesting. The choices are kind of interesting. But I'm not going to knock it too much because maybe it's going to resonate with one of you. I think it's fun. It's definitely one that I will probably use around this time of year in October for spooky season. I think that'll be fun. And this might be a really good deck for shadow work too, since it is quite gentle and it is quite easy on the eyes. It's dark without being intimidating. There are some really gentle cards in here as well. So, I mean, I'm kind of all over the place with how I feel about it. I don't hate it because I didn't spend too much on it, and it was really beautiful imagery in all of the cards. So, is there room for improvement? Absolutely. But for the price tag and the theme, I'm here for it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Is this a deck that you would want in your collection, or are you going to just say a hard pass? Because whilst I do think it is fun and it has some beautiful images, it's probably not for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. So it's always fun to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. The varying opinions are always fun. So with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you will never miss an upload from me. And I have a whole bunch of links down in my description box too, so don't forget to check out my Patreon, check out the channel memberships, check out the merch, all that fun stuff. I have Halloween merch that's only going to be available until the 31st of October. So if you're watching this in the month of October, get it now before it's gone and you can't wear it for spooky season. So With that being said, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.